What's up, guys? It's Dan from FightWave. Obviously, we're in Colorado right now, and we had to connect with the Raw Dog himself. We've done like 4 interviews online. We had to do it in person. Just caught up with him during an incredible training session over here at the UFC gym in Denver, Colorado. Brandon, let's go, my man.
What up,
Finally,
dude?
bro, in
Heck
person,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
We made the trip. We made the pilgrimage from LA, coming off a Fight of the Year contender, although not victorious in this one. A sheer reminder of why Brandon is one of the most entertaining fighters on the roster. I would say so, right? Like,
yeah. Definitely the most entertaining fighter in the flyweight division, I would say. But on the roster, I would say so too, honestly.
Definitely. And just a few weeks removed from the fight with Josh Van, talk to me a little bit just about the fight, like in the post, like just kind of your thoughts on that fight and just some of the takeaways.
There's a lot of takeaways. A lot of takeaways, I would say, is just, I could always fight smarter. There's always that. There's a lot of takeaways as far as just like a learning curve. I still have yet to go back and watch the fight. It'll take a minute for me to want to go back and watch it before I get something booked. But I have good coaches that are just having me work on some of the stuff I need to work on right now and just little fundamental stuff. I don't know. It was just fun to fight again, to be honest.
Definitely. And what was it like just to see, even, despite the result, just the fan reception? I feel like social media went crazy after that fight. Every fight you fight is nonstop entertainment from bell to bell. And this fight kind of just solidified why you're, like you said, one of the most entertaining guys on the roster. When you saw the fan reception, knowing how fans are, what did that kind of feel like?
Oh, I don't give a shit. I think I fight fucking good no matter what. The fan reception's cool. I respect it, but it's like, I wanted to win, I wanted to win. I wanted to go in. I'm a huge Miguel Torres fan. And right before that fight, I was watching a bunch of Miguel Torres highlights and videos, and it was like Miguel Torres is famous for fighting people at what they're the best at and trying to beat them there. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go out there, beat the shit out of Joshua Van on the feet, and then if that was going well, then I wanted to outbox him in the last round, and that was the game plan. Didn't work out, but live to fight another day and live these little harsh lessons. But I definitely want to get something back sometime this year. Get a fight under my belt and get this bitter taste out of my mouth.
Definitely. You wasted no time getting back to training. We're here at the UFC gym right now, of course.
Yeah.
You guys have got an incredible group here, of course. Changing gyms a while back ago and having this group, which is more kind of like tailored to, we were talking about it a little bit, more tailored to kind of like a boxing camp where you've got your core group of guys and you've got a few guys that are really working on each other and helping each other address their deficiencies and just learning things off each other. What's that kind of adjustment been like going from a main gym to now having your own kind of dedicated private group that you consistently train? You're going around to different gyms, getting different looks. What's that kind of experience been like now that it's almost pretty much been, what, like a year?
Yeah, it's been like probably a year, a little bit over. But for me, it's really not much of a difference. We were kind of doing the same thing at the gym we were at. I'm just paying the correct people, like I'm paying the person that's running my camp, doing all the coaches, the person that's doing the coach's job, I'm paying them, and other than that, it wasn't really much of a difference besides me not being around my friends as much. And that's the only thing that sucks is like at the old gym I was at, I had all my friends there and I had a lot of friends there. And it's like, it sucks being away from them. But as far as like what we do, I think it's just ideal and tailored for like if you want to operate at a high efficiency, you see all the best camps do it or the best people in the world do it is like get away, make a small group and then work on what you need to work on for the exact fight for the exact fighter. When you're operating in a room full of 40 people, you can't cater to 40 people, It's like, I don't care who you are, unless you're paying the correct coaches to be there and having a big coach overhead, you're not going to be able to do that. And it's just basic math, And so, it's just, I'm doing exactly what I need to do to get better. And you can see, as you saw today, is like, everything was correcting what I did wrong in the fight. Everything was specifically tailored to, okay, you did this wrong, this is what we need to fix, and if I ever want to win a belt, this is what we need to work on.
Definitely. And you've got just a great group here. Of course, you've got UFC featherweight Alex Hernandez, you've got UFC flyweight Luis Garul, you've got Coach Clay Metza. Like, you've got just a solid core foundation of guys here that are at that same stage as you. And you've got, of course, at Factory X and where you were training formerly, a great group of guys there that you're still friends with. But over here also, you've got a great core group here. What's it kind of been like, this kind of personalized training where it's mainly like the three of you, but I know other people kind of work in?
Yeah.
We saw you at high altitude.
Yeah, and then I train at high altitude pretty much every week. I train at Havoc every week. So it's like, I train in the pound for pound. I train at all the best gyms in Colorado when I need big group sessions. So I'll do one session with the big gym and all them, and then I'll do one session with them, and I'll do another session with the big group at night. So I get at least an hour and a half, 2 hours dedicated to me specifically and what I need to work on and what I need to address. But then I'm working with the big team no matter what, and getting that teamwork in. And, I get to be around Corey. I get to brush shoulders with Corey Sandhagen, Justin Gaethje, Banks, just so many good people. Wetzel, and those are guys I get to train with every week, and you've seen all those guys. Tatsuro, like that's such a good group of people, and it's like Colorado, I would say, is one of the best, like in a small surface area that it is full of like great knowledge of martial arts.
Absolutely, and we were just at high altitude with you, coming over here to the UFC gym. You had, it's kind of weird because usually when I see like a gym where two guys have fought each other and they're on, like you and Tatsuro is the example I'm kind of referring to, is like you guys are obviously, have competed against each other, had a fight, but then in the gym, like going from being, opponents to training partners and, people that specifically, good training partners on great terms. What's that kind of like? You look at the flyweight division right now, guys that, you've pretty much faced, a lot of the guys in the flyweight division have fought each other. Mm-hmm. What's your kind of assessment of the division right now? And also, what's it kind of been like just to be around like Tatsuro now that you're like, going around to different gyms, training together, and how's that been?
I mean, I trained Tatsuro before we fought, and then now it's like I said in my post-fight speech, I'll do anything to see that kid become champion. I want to help him become champion. Vice versa, he's going to help me get where I'm going, and I don't know. I think that it's just like a good compliment to each other. Like, what is it? The iron sharpens iron. Yeah. The classic biblical quote is iron sharpens iron, and he's making me better. He's made me better. The fight made me better, and hopefully I'm making him better in the process of that. Hopefully Luis is making him better because we're all making, what I'm saying? And it's just a constant brushing shoulders.
All tides raise sinking ships type.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just one of those like, I want the highest quality training partners I can be around at all times, and it's like that's a big reason why I wanted to draft out is like at the gym I was at, I wasn't allowed to train anywhere else. I wasn't allowed to train with other people. Had to stick with the small group, and it's like, okay, if that's an issue, then I need to go train with the best grapplers, the best wrestlers, the best boxers, the best everything, because I want to be the best.
Yeah, it's like almost like being a nomad in a sense in the mixed martial arts lens, but you've got your core group, but you're not limiting yourself to one place. You're kind of getting what you need at a specific moment in time.
Yeah.
And we've seen that pay dividends. We saw, I think the Moreno fight was your first camp or removed from Factory X, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that fight, we saw kind of like the adjustments that you made in specific that you wanted to kind of address, and that was a great fight in and of itself. And right now, I feel like Flyweight's in a little bit of a weird spot, of course, with Pantoja and what he's been doing. But it feels like everyone is one fight, always a fight away from a title shot.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit just about, like you mentioned, you wanted to get one more in. And first and foremost, everyone, cameraman Greg likes to give me shit for saying first and foremost all the time. Like that's my like go-to phrase. But I gotta say, dude, after 4 years interviewing you 4 times online, in person, it's a privilege to watch you work. It's a privilege to be around the fighters like yourself. So I want to thank you for that first and foremost.
Oh, yeah, same.
But, what are you kind of looking for? I know we spoke about it all very briefly, but for the audience at home, what's kind of the rest of the year kind of entail for Brandon Royval?
Oh, I just want to fucking put an ass whooping on somebody. I want to get my revenge on something, I want to hit something. I want to be violent. I want to create these moments, and I want to raise up in my life, and that's what it's all about, is elevate to the next level and keep growing as a person, as a fighter, as a man, everything,
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to watch this fight. And like we mentioned, potential guys. One fight I'd personally love to see is the Trilogy with Moreno. I think that, unfinished business there. The first fight, I feel like you can't really count that as a win.
Yeah, I agree.
Second fight, of course, you made a decisive victory there. Third fight, for all the marbles, technically 1-1, leave no doubt. I'd love to see that fight. And then on top of that, one final question. When are we going to go to a Suns and Nuggets game?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Whenever you come back into town, we can watch some Nuggets whoop that ass.
Suns and 4.
Nuggets and 4. Nuggets and 4.
Anyways, man, thank you so much for your time. I know you got to head out, but I appreciate the quick chat. Yeah,
take care.
Thank you guys so much for watching.